Oh, might as well kill the music now. Whew, that was loud, wasn't it? Whoops. Oh God.
Good evening, Twitter.
Twitter. Where is my model? This is a very interesting meeting location.
I like interesting
Oh, right,
meeting
this-
locations.
oh,
It's
yeah.
my favorite place.
Oh yeah, the map that broke with 2019, so you have the two lines in your face.
Oh, do you?
I
I,
can-
don't have two lines in my face. What?
Yeah, I have like two blurry lines for some reason. Where's
What the fuck?
where's the
Yeah.
settings?
Oh, wait, I see
Oh,
it. I
you're
see
fine,
it.
You're fine. Like I can
Well,
live
that's
with
weird.
this. I can live with this, but I don't know about you.
I can live with this, but man, fuck me.
No, we're going to
I'm just looking at my own
Alright,
camera.
that's fine.
Like the way I get around this, I look at my camera. I look at things around. Like I have techniques.
Yeah, in this map, because it's a good map. It's sad.
Yeah, it's such a bummer. Yeah,
Carl's
yeah.
gonna get here and we're gonna be gone. And he's gonna like, what the fuck?
I just did that to him.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll be right back. And then as he said that, I dropped the portal. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Give me a
Oh,
second.
hi, hello.
Be here-
Oh,
there you
hello.
go.
Why am I
With
seeing a weird
It-
line
no,
across
oh,
my
we're
face?
We're leaving.
Other map. This map's kind of broken, so. Do you want to
Yes,
get me
guys,
a map? 'Cause
holy
I might
shit.
have a good one.
Yeah, drop a meeting map if you
Ah.
want to. My fucking...
You know what's
What,
funny?
I
I
This-
need to go through my...
It's funny,
what-
these
what
two
you looking
people,
for?
these two people could have spoken to Fable as well. If they just had a one-on-one.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, my character's gonna be.
I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna remake this map. I'm pretty sure this shit's on the asset store. I'm gonna remake this map.
My character's gonna
No,
be a
this is
little
Final
annoyed.
Fantasy 14 map.
My character's gonna be a little annoyed. It's like, hey, wait, what? You took the Fable? Come on, man. I even
Hey, Harvey,
He's
question.
gonna be so mad.
Would you like
Yeah. And also, sort of my
Either
character had been wanting just. I've been wanting
a
more opportunities to
cyberpunk
talk to
apartment?
Fable more, just at random
or a
times.
1930s cafe?
Let's do a 1930s cafe.
Ooh,
I'm
I
feeling
like the sound
fun.
of that.
I'm feeling fancy.
Get in the fucking portal.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, I know Pyro. I know.
Hey, let me fix these fucking audio issues. Cause things are a little low. Except that. My fucking WhatsApp.
Oh God. I need some kind of music to play here. Let's see, what do I have access to?
Found it.
Oh, yeah,
There you
fuck
go.
with this.
Yeah, this was originally going to be the map we were going to use for the Foggy Cove until we sort of abandoned that idea.
The foggy go. What the fuck am my chair rolling on? Get the fuck out of here, flannel. Fuck.
So yeah, you could either go down here or you could go down to the secret mafia like area.
Secret Mafia area here?
Other. No, in here.
Oh. Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, yeah, secret mafia area. Let me just
Oh.
fucking... Tell me good. Let me...
Look at all this alcohol and whatnot.
I don't want to do the mafia area. It just reminds me of the Leonhards. It makes me sad.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. It's a nice place. It's a nice place. If you want, so who's bringing who to this location?
I don't care. I was just kind of like, oh, I'll send you guys the coordinates. You know, just like the just roundabout way of doing shit. Let me steal the China.
Let me see. Fucking China. How about this? Rayesh has a couple buddies who own a cafe, and he is like, hey, after closing, do you mind if we do some stuff here?
I'm fine with that.
That.
Perfect.
Yeah. By the way,
And then
I
I can
do want
serve
to
you
point
guys
out, at
coffee.
any point, if you do want to, at any point, people can call on Fable if they want to. That's up to you guys, though.
We might.
'Cause I'm
My
free.
memory
I'm
is
free
kinda
all night.
fucking awful, so we
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
The whole point is that right? Oh, Higgs isn't sure who to trust right now, and he's being very fucking secretive because he number one now especially he doesn't want Rayesh just to go, you know.
Oh god. If your character mentions Fable at some point, my character may say something like say just
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah,
talk to you. God damn it.
I didn't mean it to happen like this. It happened very spur of the moment.
Okay, so do I
It
just
was very spur.
Alright, Kirby. I was
Let's
gonna just
go.
role
Trying
playing
to
at
get
Misty
this one
Shores and it
done
happened.
because I really want to fucking hang out with my buddy who's not had VR for like a week because their shit broke. So
Okay,
Alright.
let's get this going then.
Alright.
okay, so
Cards
I'll
up
count
in
it down,
5.
homies.
oh
Alright.
wait, where am I? Where am I?
Alright,
Am I already here? Am I invisible? What am I?
You can come through the door. You can come through the
Okay.
door.
yeah, you can
I'm
just going to the door.
I'm just gonna be right here behind the cafe thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up he gets up.
That's a good shit.
Nice place, Rayesh. Good meeting place.
You should thank some of my buddies. It's their place. So I
Oh,
just asked to use it.
okay.
Coffee?
Excellent. Actually, please. Okay. I'll wait for Kirby to get here, and then I'll start spilling the beans.
It was a really good coffee.
Huh.
Hey, Kirby.
Hey, I didn't expect you to be here. I mean, I
Yeah.
expected Mr. Higgs to be here. I just didn't expect you to be here. This is pretty swank.
Yeah, it's a
wow.
friend's place.
Huh.
I asked him if I could use it to meet since Higgs called me up and I don't really want to use the guild hall considering there's people living there. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's like way outskirts of Zafira. Like practically like technology's pretty. So
I mean, that's saying a lot, but
Okay.
good place though.
yeah, just
Coffee?
do you have any chocolate? It's more of a
Hot chocolate? Would you like some teas? We got teas.
yeah. I go for tea. It's just I don't I can't. Coffee. If I drink coffee, I'm gonna crash right afterwards. My body's been craving sleep, like proper sleep.
Jesus. All right, well, a ginseng tea, one of my favorites.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, spill the beans. What's going on?
Okay, I know what Malius can do. I know what he's capable of. Not all, but I know at least what the most scariest thing he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He can
Stop
erase
talking.
people's memories. Erase people's memories. He can do that. He can alter records. He's got places, things he can pull. He's got political power, and we already knew that. But the biggie is that
Duh.
he can remove people. When we thought that person got wiped off the map and they couldn't find anyone, it's not just that. That fella probably is alive somewhere, and he has no idea who anyone is anymore, except for Malius.
Okay.
Okay.
This happened very spur of the moment. I got the information very spur of the moment. I was talking to Jackal, and out of nowhere, Fable walked up when we all started talking.
Fable just
I know
just
you
there?
mentioned Fable yesterday, and so I was there at the Misty Shore.
Yeah,
Would have been nice to
he
get
was.
Mm.
He started talking about a entity that he was afraid of because Jackal was talking about the Forsaken One,
Yeah.
and we were talking about that, and I started talking about Gregor, kind of pushing the conversation a little bit, and then he started talking about Malius, and I was correct on the end. He was talking about Malius.
Yeah.
Rash, you're protected. He won't fuck with you.
How do you
He
know
will,
that?
however. That's what Fable said. Purple Lotus staff are
All right.
protected because of an agreement with Sachi that was made.
Okay, I was somewhat sure of it, but it's at least good to hear again out of somebody else's mouth. All right, it's good. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so here's kind of the difficult part. There were a lot of details that I probably should have had a notepad for. I wanted to ask first.
From who? From
Fable. Well, I should have wrote down what he said. I usually do make a habit of it, but it was so spur of the moment, and honestly, I was
It
freaking
might
out
come
a
back
little
to your
bit.
mind later. Just
I mean, we can
relax. It'll come back slowly, alright?
Here's my question, though.
Doesn't people?
Are you? I have Fable on speed dial. I can call him, tell him where we're at, and have him come in. That's up to you. Because I know you were wanting to be secretive about this.
Up to you.
Considering I, still feel horrible for what I did.
Look, maybe, hey, look,
Yeah,
maybe we could probably,
you,
maybe we could smooth that over. You know, maybe you can.
yes, he deserves to be here. Of course. I mean, he's the one with the info. Speed dial him.
I did talk to him.
I wonder if
about
Fable
this.
likes coffee.
Fable Anders, how
hello?
can I help you?
Hey, it's
Hey.
Tiggs. I know you just left. You're busy right now?
Not at the current moment, no. I just finished a meeting, what's up?
Okay, I'm gonna shoot you some coordinates about the stuff that we just talked about. Do you mind swinging by for 15 minutes or so?
I can do. Has anyone used magic in the area recently?
I haven't used it, no.
No.
I'll see what I can do. Be there momentarily.
Okay, alright.
How do you-
Honestly, it just took a transport here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, look, I need to save my money. I can't be teleporting places. Can't be paying that much. That's,
Technically, I'm made of
storage
magic.
fee.
Does that count?
I mean, have you used any abilities in the area?
Wouldn't existing
No,
be
I
an,
try not to do that.
Yeah, you're fine.
wouldn't existing be
Have
an
you
ability?
bled in the area?
No, I stopped. I stopped bleeding yesterday after fucking Esso drained me to nothingness.
What?
Nearly.
Yeah. He's his
That's
teacher
the
for the champion, for the... he's his teacher for something, so to make a point to the rest of the group, he basically drained nearly everyone of the mana, only enough to sort of keep them sustained if it sustains them.
I like your
Yeah.
approach a little bit better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like your approach with words first, then
I mean,
sticking swords into the ground and.
See, here's the thing, I get his style, and honestly, I agree with his style a fair bit, because, I mean, he's seen you guys do some of this shit over and over again. So, to really get it in, I think that's a part of training-mentor relationship. Although I do prefer words, I just haven't gotten that breaking point kind of thing with you guys, you know, with any of my students, really.
what?
Oh.
You guys like Joe and that insane?
Cheers.
Oh, hey.
No, it's just more of a... He was calm, really. Would you like a tea or a coffee, Fable?
I could do with a coffee at the moment. Just
Don't
finished
light
a
up
meeting.
again.
Fable, this is my client, Rayesh. I'm sure you guys know each other very well.
I'm very well acquainted.
Sorry.
So why are you digging? Not explaining me why?
Let's put it like this. If you want the main reason, at my core, I think Malius is wrong as an individual to be alive, even. To purely exist on this planet. So, personally, me gathering as much information as possible without getting... poofed is nice. It's always good to make a profile on somebody, and I think with time, and maybe even the information we collect, he'll be over someday. I hope. If not, I have the information to at least protect myself and my family. And secondly, I'm sorry. It's, I was partially motivated by the actions I took. And I would like to, at least, in some way, shape, or form, rectify them. If it's not directly, then it's at least protecting others.
Do you know why he did it?
He does now.
Because I'll explain why. Yes.
Mr. Rich knows now. Let's,
Because Malius
get
wanted it.
else.
Malius wanted it.
Not only that Malius wanted it, but he used a certain phrase which shook Sachi's core. Phrase I said earlier. The word poof.
This is literally the word he uses to go ahead and make people forget everything. Poof.
Poof.
Not just to that extent. Poof in the sense of he literally makes everyone else forget about who they are and what they are. Poof. No history, no documents, no one, not even family members will remember you. Poof.
Do you know what the sort of...
Malius is no joke.
Do we know what the basis is of that?
No. Just know that Sachi has seen it happen. Sachi
It's magical by nature, right?
knows it happened. I'm pretty sure it is. It has to be. He's covering all these bases. He has people with tech that follow around and scout out people. He has drones. He has any corporate finance you can think of. He's essentially at a level of someone who's beyond a corporation at this point. He's a single individual.
I remember hearing that, Malius could have won the Hand of Zara's war by himself.
Yes, he
With his
could.
own army.
Very much could.
single-handedly.
I've heard that 4 times today. It's the 4th time I've heard that today.
And it's
Yes, it's true.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
More importantly, one of the main reasons why it's taking me just a little bit longer, and the reason why it took me a strange way of getting here is because I have to watch my tail much as possible, because he is still watching back. So wherever I go to have talks or anything like that, I have to be smart about it. And I have to wear this fucking necklace thing. For proof and detection from divination.
Huh.
Otherwise, he knows where I'm going, he knows what I'm doing, he knows what I'm saying. And if not, then he'll send a drone to do it. Because he sent a drone, and I'm pretty sure it's from him, into Isadel while I was gone.
What?
Oh, the fuck?
Tried to.
Tried. Okay, I was about to say, if you did that successfully, what?
The reason
I don't
why
know
it
what that
didn't
is, but
work,
I'm just gonna pretend I do.
Isadel is
Kingdom.
a capital up in the north.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's quite literally a kingdom of frost giants.
What the fuck? Why have I never heard of that?
And
They probably
the
don't
royalty
want
that
to.
runs it are the Anders family.
You speaking to royalty?
Oh. Okay.
I might not be like the rest of them, I'm adopted, but I still know what's best for my family.
Okay. Interesting.
The frost mages, they put up a blizzard before anything got too severe, but the fact that there was a drone in the airspace made our Isfagel so much more hostile. long story short, it is to Gel is a giant fuck-off bird the size of a goddamn jet.
Huh.
Huh.
Nice.
This one's so old, in fact, that it's been alive for more than 400 years. Pretty sure.
Good bird.
Yeah, it pissed off the bird.
And so the bird fucking killed it.
Mm-hmm. Which
Good
we tried
bird.
to discover what type of drone it was. Problem is, it was ripped to so much shreds that there was barely anything left. There was nothing to investigate. But it definitely
Just strap.
stirred up all the nobles. And it was looking for something. Which the only thing out that far out with tech trying to look for someone is myself and Solana.
Which is
The pink hair girl, have you seen her hanging around me recently?
Bright pink hair, bright pink short hair. Otherwise,
Yeah, she's also, if you have, didn't already know, which I think I've already told you myself, at least in some capacity, that she is involved in this sort of current Malius situation, at least associated with it a fair amount.
Yes. He has brought her into many conversations involving trying to hire her or trying to take her. Has been very clear on the fact that he wants her. Because she's a rare subspecies. And, I know that from an informant that I have had, that I pulled a card for, he even smashed his glass against the floor because of how upset he was, the fact that he was denied.
Sorry.
And he said, and I quote, "I will have her."
Oh!
and this dude, this pink-haired lady. She's your sister, right?
Pink-haired lady is someone who I would probably deem as an older sister if I really wanted to, but no, she's someone who's nearby me. Cordelia is the only one who's really my sister. Technically blood relative. In the closest sense.
This lady, is she participating at all? And I don't remember the fucking people. Is she participating at all in the
Pageant?
the pageant? Yeah.
I didn't see her name there. No.
No, because she knows that he is a judge. Most likely.
How does she
He
know
is a
that?
judge. I'm also a judge.
Refills,
Planted
anyone?
myself there to keep an eye on him.
Oh, refill.
Please, actually.
All right, everyone. I was really hoping that, like, I had overheard, like, someone was talking to Mr. Macay about, like, hey, are you going to be a judge? And he's like, I'm not part of it, but I really had hoped that someone had, like, shot him down, but...
Rash, do you
What
mind
do
if
you-
Elric borrows her glasses?
What?
Why?
Just an idea I had. Elric is competing in the pageant this weekend.
Oh my god.
Elric is... He graduated from a school of magic, yeah? He knows what he's looking at least. He might be a dimwit, but he graduated.
So he's researched, okay. Sure.
I don't know if they can activate effects or anything like that in the Lotus, especially on the day of the pageant, so we can't rely on that.
Only
However,
person who can do that is
the
someone with a
glasses.
Lotus, which
Hi.
he has.
And if you didn't already know... Glasses of True Sight. Took,
Yeah, I thought they were enchanted.
took a...
Which Malius
Mhm.
has true sight.
Me too.
Yeah, but has anyone gotten a good look at him, though, is what I'm wondering.
I usually don't wear them in the Lotus. That's the thing, because it's very bright and you see a lot of, well,
Did you
things.
Thanks.
So,
Available about
I only
the
put them on when
thing I shared about
asked.
someone else that they saw in him?
The shadow flickery
Yeah.
thing? No, I hadn't. I forgot about it, to be honest with you.
Someone, I was talking to them. It was just kind of a casual thing that we're just talking about, and just kind of just it got brought up. And I'm okay with saying the person's name in front of you, but you know, I think it's fine for me to say their name here. Oogie saw something.
Oogies or something.
Yeah. She can see things that's related to shadow stuff. You know, like if someone can control shadows, manipulate shadow magic.
Yeah,
or
she's
shadow beings or something.
literally come in as a shadow before. Yeah, I remember that. Been a while, but
Yeah, so she can see that sort of stuff. Where she would see in other people, maybe some mutual friends that we know, like she would see them as a sort of like kind of like a sort of flickering fire, kind of like a little bit of a fiery aura, I guess. That's how she could sometimes describe it.
sure.
But of shadows. For Mr. McKay though, like she wasn't. This was not a sort of like I'm going to look at this person. This is simply this is how she just views things. She saw something that looks solid. Like there was no like seeing through. It was a solid, refined is one of the words she said. She wasn't really sure how to describe it.
Makes sense.
And that's all.
Man's pretty much at an archmage level if he has true sight, as something he can see passively within the Lotus of all things.
She doesn't know if it's that he's a being of shadows or if it's because he can just manipulate shadows. But that's what she's got.
That is quite problematic to know for some people, but less for me. Factor. I think if that is the case, then I am a higher threat to him than he thinks.
You said
Wait a
that
minute, you're right. The whole dark energy the energy reverse it. Ooh,
He gives off a shitload of negative energy. Like, so much so that it makes me chill. Like he's my opposite.
Is this fucker from Shadowfell?
No. He is from somewhere out there, most likely, in space. If he was from the Shadowfell, I would have already known.
Okay.
The fact that Oogie's got
Sorry.
something like that
Second
means
recent
it specifically... It means something he's either otherworldly in that nature. It means that. Because I'm otherworldly myself.
Sure.
I'm literally the byproduct of people messing with portals and dimensions.
You're right. And I'm a cunt.
I don't want to talk about
You
that.
are.
I feel so terrestrial right now.
You feel terrestrial? This is you two's home ground right now. Me and Space Boy over there are probably the closest ones to each other than we think.
Oh, is Baldur's Gate in this
Oh fuck no, it's in Faerun.
Oh, so then yeah.
Yeah, I feel very terrestrial right now.
And I also don't live in Zephyra at all, so fuck Zephyra.
I grew up in Saphira. That's all I know.
Not my cup of tea.
I know
In this
that,
case, a cup of coffee.
I know all the planes, which reminds me.
I think fine. We're talking about Malius Macay and stuff like that.
Actually, now I think about it, that wouldn't be far off. What if he actually has gone to other planes and has actually developed these abilities, like going to the Shadowfell?
I mean, I can only think of very few humanoid-looking fellows that are from the Shadowfell, and, nothing naturally would look like Malius unless it's been very old and very powerful.
Unless that form we see is not his natural form.
I swear to God, if he's got phylacteries, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, I've had enough
Or
phylacteries for a
what was the other
lifetime.
one? What, this phylacteries and this Horcruxes?
Yeah, about the same thing, kind of, you know.
Because that's essentially what happened with Sachi. He's got Horcruxes.
Oh, he has those?
Yeah,
Oh,
Pretty much, yeah.
I was actually
Fair
wondering.
enough.
Pretty much.
I was actually hey,
I'm
so I was actually wondering if
Just
Mr.
be
McKay has some
happy
kind
that
of
at least
Horcrux type of
Sachi
thing.
isn't the Plague Lord.
Well, technically speaking, we're
I guess,
technically
yeah.
holding pieces of his Horcrux.
He is probably the
Probably.
best one with a Horcrux or a Phylactery.
No,
Each
I'm
one,
not.
each one of those things, each one of those things
Not
is a
saying
piece of
much.
an old piece of soul. It is something he's teared off and put in an item because it's valuable.
So first off, I was talking more. I was wondering about Mr. McKay. Second off, I feel grossed out now that I've been drinking out of a teacup that's got his. That's got Sachi's.
You know it has his soul in it, right?
I didn't realize that was the case.
Sorry, what?
I got.
A little while back, when Sachi was missing, me, Kirby, and a couple of other people found keys, essentially. Things to bring back Sachi. And these things have his old pieces of his soul. Things dating way back. But each time these objects had the soul in it, they were all from a different time area of Sachi. I found one that was so far back when just before he joined the Renegades. Which was a very long time ago. Yeah.
Was he a vampire at the time? Because I know he was a vampire
Yes.
at some point. Okay.
Wait, there's also that. You just reminded me. I started thinking about things way back when. What's that group that he was looking into that disbanded? Pathfinders.
Yep.
He was looking into Pathfinders?
Oh,
Yeah, he was
well,
looking into
I can only
Pathfinders. McKay was, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who was he talking to about that?
buttons.
Buttons?
Yeah. I saw. I do remember seeing one night at the Lotus that McKay was speaking to Tank and Buttons.
Yeah.
For a fair amount. And right, I told Tank, because I don't really know Buttons, nor do I have a contact, to make sure to not doing anything stupid and to keep his friend Buttons
Buttons is
safe.
one of my couriers.
Oh, we should really get an employee list for that.
Okay. I mean,
Sorry.
just to make sure everyone's on knows what my little conspiracy theory here. I'm assuming that Mr. McKay might have an extra interest in Fable because of the whole his special opposite thing, and thus I think it might
Maybe.
be like that. That might be the reason
He
why.
might not even know that I'm able to do it. I don't think he's seen me fight.
No.
Unless he has, which then, oof, I might be in trouble.
If he has, I feel like that might add more fuel to the whole him looking at people that's around you or that has some kind of connection to you. Because that's my conspiracy theory that he's looking for things that
Question.
relate to you, like the couriers. I'm assuming because he's talking to Buttons, he knows that all that sort of stuff. Sorry.
Question. That's sort of, I don't know if it's a contract or a deal, but as Lotus staff, we're protected from any shite that Malius may want to do, right?
Yes, however, if we delve even a toe into his business, he can react accordingly. Or
Okay.
get Sachi to react on his behalf. You saw very much well what he is willing to do if that is the case.
My point was, does that apply to our couriers?
Oh.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
They are staff members, which Buttons is safe. However, the information within the couriers now could be breached.
So.
Buttons doesn't like to lie, and lying to Buttons is not a good thing to do. It's the reason why Buttons almost left the Pathfinders before they even ended. Buttons is one of the only few people.
Hate to ask, but
The couriers of the Lotus are, well, they started with me, beginning about a year ago. We're a part of the Purple Lotus that gets the supplies from warehouses to warehouses. not only that, but from groups they're affiliated with, and back and so forth. Like, for instance, I have multiple contracts with multiple people. One of the people ends up being Ryesh, involving getting him gems. In return,
Gotcha. And, I remember.
I get both the Misty Shores and himself, if need be, as a mercenary power for free.
Yeah. That's why I didn't pay any of the guild members as well. You know, they're technically paying off my debts. Which, thank you for clarifying that to them, by the way.
I had to clarify that to them because some of them wanted to really coerce my pockets. However, I will definitely say Burn Victim is someone you should be really, really worried about in your guild. Especially missions now that he's killed one of your own. With an RPG.
We can talk about that fucking later, alright? I don't want to talk about this right now. I'm not here at the fucking guild.
Hey, at least I know that he's alive. At least I know Ace is still alive.
He's an imp. He's a devil, alright? Look, I know that it was gonna happen sooner or later. Someone was gonna get friendly fire. Just moving on.
Wait, by the way,
moving on from that.
You did give the heads up to the couriers, right? About, like, keeping, distance from Mr. Bouquet, right?
Shit, I wasn't able to fucking find any, that's the thing. I think I found one, but I don't have a context.
I have all the contacts because I'm the head of them. I literally am their boss. But yes, the couriers, in short, we're the mailmen of Purple Lotus. If you want a simplified version.
Gotcha.
We get information to information as well as packages. Oh, and if need be, we also can escort people. But that's a very rare one, and I don't like doing it.
Make sure
yes,
you let them know,
because
the way it sounded from my gathering, at the very least, it sounded Buttons was not informed about anything.
I will talk to Buttons. I know how to talk to Buttons.
I don't mean just about Buttons. I'm just saying, just
I gotta
make
be
sure
straightforward with them.
all of your couriers know.
Oh yeah, they'll know. It's just.
I mean, no offense, Mr. Raish, but I did a little bit more poking around, and some other members don't know that they're supposed to be avoiding looking around Mr. Macay. Even though Sachi had said, I warned everyone on staff. And Sachi could have been incredibly vague about it, or had to be very vague.
He probably warned all of the staff members, however, the couriers are essentially a subclass of their own.
No, I'm not talking about the couriers specifically. I'm talking about the other staff.
Okay.
Maybe the way he said it, and it's leading me to believe that the couriers themselves being, I think it's kind of a sub-staff kind of thing, maybe they just didn't get it completely flat out. But I'm just not, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so then...
Yeah,
just let them know, because
that's probably why. Because I'm their boss, so I'm probably I'm most likely the one who has to tell them.
Just let them know as soon as you can, because like one of my conspiracy theories here is that Mr. McKay wants to drive a wedge, using you. Maybe he might tell them, hey, you got shot up, and whatnot. Gonna try to drive a wedge between themselves and Sachi. So
he's trying to drive a wedge between me and them. As well as trying to drive a wedge, not just between me and them, but also drive a wedge between me and Sachi. But Sachi has made it very fucking clear, and the literal exact reason why you see him smoking and cracking up, all that rage is directed towards one fucking person. Okay.
So that's why he's purple and cracking up. That makes...
Yes.
It's part of the reason. Okay. It's part of it.
Losing control.
He is a major part of it. There's also the recent events that did happen with Calypso. That has been weighing.
Yeah, which is why he...
I
fucking knew it!
No,
sorry,
McKay's not the one that... No,
I know that McKay's not involved, but I knew that Sachi was starting to get unhinged. I had a good fucking feeling about it.
He's been getting unhinged the moment...
you yesterday.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will say that
Oh god. I didn't think you need to stand up around as well. Oh god.
Calypso
I need
is
the pace,
definitely
I need the
another
pace.
issue on top of
I need the
that,
pace.
especially for the fact that it was a direct attack to Sachi, and the fact that there's already been, and this stays in here, already been ransom been put in front of Sachi as well. Not many people do know that. That's why he's even more angry.
Ransom?
Oh, fucking.
More like a taunt than anything. Less of a ransom, more of a
Okay.
taunt. Something
I
appeared
would
in his mailbox in the
feel-
morning.
I would feel.
Was it the picture?
Probably, most likely. Yes.
I would feel very hypocritical if I didn't say this. Gormunder is planning on slapping back at that.
Oh, we're very well aware about this. Quite so well aware that we even we even know that he planned to do an attack back at the couriers specifically
What?
What?
in the fucking bathrooms of the Lotus, which we have a camera that was directly right above them while they were talking.
Oh, Christ, Gormunder.
Don't worry, I've already warned my couriers, and I've already delegated most of all the warehouses. So if they do end up trying to take one of us, we've already got a system in place to dealing with it.
Wait a
We are
minute.
prepared more than anything.
I mean, you're well. I'm just judging this based off of buttons alone. Are your couriers unique, mentally unique individuals?
Yes, Buttons is literally a zombie.
Yeah, but I mean,
A voodoo zombie.
is everyone else also and under you just as mentally unique as well?
You're actually quite right. Every one of us is very unique in our own way. I've even got Bishop going in to collect Travis Scott meals for Sachi. Those don't end well.
What?
He gets a bonus pay at least.
Mm.
Yeah, Zephyr City and Travis Scott meals don't go
One of
well.
your courtiers.
Hold on,
I thought he
Bishop-
was just the forge
Yeah,
master.
Bishop's one of my couriers.
They still
Yeah,
have
he's also
those
one of the
if they are?
couriers.
I think they.
Is Roderick?
It's really rare. So that's why.
No. Just
Is it not?
Bishop. Just Bishop.
I've been hankering for one of those things actually.
Oh, what for the Travis Scott meals?
Yeah, they're rare. That's
only
why.
when
That's why.
Sachi. Yeah, they're rare, but that's why Sachi gets incredibly, what's the word? Passionate about getting it, and he orders the couriers to go get it. And half the time I see him get sent out, and he always ends up holding a Glock in his left hand, and then a riot shield in his right whenever Bishops goes out.
Yeah, sounds like.
Oh my god. Okay.
Superior City, the lowest
I've seen
Superior
him
City
billboard for
sells the
that.
Travis
That's with
Scott
them,
meals.
Amogus Nuggets, right? What are they called?
You're probably right.
Stupid. Okay.
Well-
Well, what other information do we have? Because I have my own duties to start getting to.
The other information is watch out for a person named Dame and the ship called the Icon. If you see the ship called the Icon, there is nothing you can fucking throw at that ship. That ship is literally a warship at this stage. It is humongous.
Okay.
And I think it is bigger than the Venator that Red has.
Oh, great!
Do we
Bigger
have,
than Birds of Fleet.
Serial code? Any kind of numbers that we can run?
Only thing
If
we've
it's
got
unmarked?
is the Icon. That's the only thing that's...
If we had
it's
numbers,
literally the
then
only
I could-
thing it's marked for.
If we could get the numbers, I can run it through bounty hunter databases. I could try to get something on that. But additionally with that, and then with a description of it, I could have the scouts take a scan, because they're the sister ship of the Goliath, which was the Wayward ship during Z-Day. Very sensitive ship, lots of sensors on it. They can do deep scans. We could have them
One problem.
find it.
They have pretty much everything fucking tapped. Everything. You make one move in one direction, they'll fucking know about it. That's why I have to prepare myself and transport here by my racial methods and not by my, typical just flying over here. No one knows where I'm at right now.
You said you had a necklace that stops him from eavesdropping on you? What is that?
It's an amulet proof of detection. I got it a little while ago. I've been waiting for it to arrive. It's been months since it actually finally got to me, but essentially wearing this, as long as I've worn it for at least an hour, yeah, just in the nick of time. That was the whole reason why I went to the meeting. It stops people from being able to scry on you, and to be able to see you in scrying. So, let's say Rayesh was to get to scryed on, and they were trying to sense me, or see me in any form of way, they wouldn't. Not at all. They would say they'd be talking to someone invisible.
Wouldn't this
I need
be
to get something
suspicious
like that.
if they can't scry you?
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, Malius is gonna be fucking pissed when he finds out he can't scry on me right now.
So he...
Absolutely pissed.
So at the very least, he does know that you're up to stuff related to him.
Not entirely. He's
What do you mean?
probably right now he thinks, oh, he's actually trying to cover his tail now. I'm only gonna have this thing on when I need to have it on. If I go to Lotus, I'm fine. But if I need to talk to something like about this, that's when I'll have to put the amulet on.
I need to get one of them. That's real good.
Yeah.
That's
Probably talk to him about them, because he probably will have better connections of getting them. Mine was hard to get because I needed to get it with Saphira.
Misty
Without
Shop.
anything
I know a lot
tapped.
of people.
Hell, I actually just met a guy
too.
who could probably get us. Yeah, I just met a guy at the onset who could probably help us get one or two of them. So, like,
Oh, who is it?
just four-armed wolf fellow. I forgot his name, but I'll have to talk with him.
Okay.
I might need to maybe ask about that just to see if it's possible we could do that on
I
him.
will see if we can't do something from his connections, to see if we can't get at least a mission to obtain some of the materials, or at least the amulets, and have them delivered back. We cannot specify, at least in the mission, what they are, just that they're amulets and they are magical in nature.
I can't really attune to items, so this thing is just sitting on me and is just making sure my body is... Which if my body's... then that means I can't be really talked about. At all.
Okay. That's
So
fair.
I'm good.
Okay.
This thing does
I
take
guess
an hour
before-
to work on you, but you need to keep it on for you for an hour and not do anything. You need to sit there and actually concentrate on it.
Yeah,
And then
sounds
that
like
thing
the
will work.
usual.
Yeah.
So, here's my question. On the sense of the upcoming events, because I want to keep a good eye about this. About Malius and about what to do with him judging on the pageant. Is the Elric Glasses idea, is that a good idea or is that a bad one?
No, because he can't do anything to Lotus. Magical items do not work
He
on
would have
people
to do
without
it.
a Lotus. I would be watching.
Also, if
Tell me
he
what
does
day,
it,
I will
I
make
am
sure I
going to
attend.
make an
Saturday.
extreme, and I mean an extreme suggestion for you. Get a mind defending spell. If he can get
I already
into
know a
your
guy who
head-
does those exact things.
Okay, you do that the moment you fucking go and try to see him. Because it possibly could be seeing his true form that could make you just...
Geldia
Has done this before on one or two other people. He has runes that help counteract any sort of mind-altering effects. It doesn't completely nullify them. You'd have to have a lot of them on you, possibly even tattooed.
But if I can at least get one worn or one tattooed, I could have it at least there as a defense line. It would not stop everything, but it would be a defense line.
I was thinking about getting
It
carved on
would be
the
a good
pouch.
way to hide it, and actually a good way to be able to do it without anyone noticing.
Hmm.
Get another earring.
You're a genius.
Special about the earrings?
It's that simple, just get another earring!
It fits my style, for sure.
It does.
I'll look into that too. I'll talk to Galdir about the same. Because I don't want to get
Just
fucked with
remember,
either.
any transport you do, the moment he finds out that you're involved, or if he's looking for you, he will know where you're going. You'll have someone tapping you, or even possibly trying to find you. He has
Alright, I
magic,
will
which
start-
means he probably knows how to see things that not many people other
Okay.
people can.
I'm going to start looking into my contacts to see if we can't get that item. I'm going to try to procure 3. 1 for myself, 1 for Higgs, and 1 for you, Kirby. It's going to take some time. It might take some time and probably a fair amount of effort from our guild members. It's not going to be easy. And that
I already
rune,
spent this
I'm going to
entire-
try to get it.
This entire
as an
Macay
era.
endeavor, I assume is going to take a long ass time. So
It took me a while to get mine. It took me a long while, and a lot of assets to be able to get it undetected as well. That's why it took so long. I ordered it back when I found out my friend went literally got taken. The moment I found out he was taken, that's when I ordered one. Because I wanted to be able to get in somewhere without being detected by magic.
I've got to start to get going. Anything else?
Yeah. That's about it. That's all I've really
Nothing
got.
for you too, but I gotta talk to Kirby.
yeah.
Alright.
I do want to.
Yeah.
If you'd like, there's a downstairs area. My buddies let me use that sometimes. So.
Okay.
Oh, I don't own this. This is just some good friends that I have that own the bar and let me use it.
Forget it, it's very far out. Oh.
Yeah.
A suggestion. My lad.
Mm.
If you gotta talk about it, stay somewhere where it's very low in magic and very low in tech. This place actually was one of the perfect places to talk about it at.
1 minute, let me
And if you can-
example of technology.
Okay.
All right.
And
It's actually
another
perfect.
thing.
My farm. It's about the my farm. It's out of the system, about 100 light years out. Ship's got a hyperdrive in it. I know people start getting headaches whenever we talk about light travel. My farm. It's actually the normal like tech level. For what I've gathered, is around. It's been stuck in about the 1890s area, the early 1900s.
You see Rayesh holding a Tommy gun.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, that's old.
Does that?
Is that an antique?
they partially restored. The most communications they have are radio and old telephone lines that they keep restoring. They just don't have enough money or drive to do anything else than advance.
Oh my god, it still works. I mean,
I would fire it, but you know I don't want to
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
the place.
You don't need to. Yeah.
Let me just.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
magazine's empty anyways. I'm gonna go put this back. I don't want Tony to be mad.
Rounds for that would be absolutely rare beyond belief.
Right.
Another thing to
They do their own ammo refilling. What's up?
put that down, and I can tell you one last thing that you could probably work on.
Hey, do you think for as many defenses as my house has, you think that'd be kind of a safe place to be talking then? 'Cause we
That
put
would be a
lot-
safe place.
We
You've
put
got
a lot of things.
weird
People can't be-
relic thing there.
Yeah, we had two weird relics. One made from my mom. Not my mom. From someone.
You. Highly suggest this for Misty Shores
Someone
specifically.
else's mom.
Get yourself a room. Make sure it's underground
I keep
somewhere.
forgetting that it's Corona is not.
If you need to deal with
People's
some
mom.
personal,
Keep forgetting
private
that.
talkings, make sure that the room is outlined with lead.
Question.
What?
This is gonna sound stupid, but I own a space mining station. Way off.
How
What?
do you own?
How do
I
you
s-
own that?
Early on, I'm going to explain this very quickly. Early on, I did some work and helped out a Zirconian, which is basically a incredibly intelligent space snail. He was running
Snail?
from a certain group, so we assisted, and he gave an abandoned mining station that he no longer utilized or had any sort of affiliation with, and so he gave us the rights for it, and now it is all it's been doing is running on backup power, and we're trying to get it running on some actual fusion cores we recently obtained. Lead lined, I'm not. Crazy shit, right?
Since you've been there?
I go there occasionally to at least fix it up, but for an extended stay, like 4 months.
You know, that place is probably infested with, like, tons of shit just all over the place. Most likely.
No.
If it's a mining facility, there's always gonna be fucking bandits out in space looking for that shit.
Well, no. Well, it's an abandoned one that has little or no signal, and it's on an asteroid that's about the size of the station, if not a little bigger.
Okay.
You still need to make sure you check, like, you know, flying
Still
space
remember-
bugs, kind of.
Carbon monoxide.
A leaded outline room, from what I learnt, because I was learning about the amulet, an outline of a leaded room, no divination or teleportation can come in or out of that room. Because lead is a denser to magic.
Okay. Oh, the lead line book that you said for the plague lore. I understand now. I get it.
Holy shit! Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I will try to get one of the rooms in there lead lined. We should be okay since lead is practically worth nothing.
Mm-hmm. And as long as my best safety precaution, it says have it on the ground, so that way you don't poison anyone, and you don't have one of your fucking children go up and lick the fucking wall and die.
I don't think any of his children would die from licking lead-lined walls. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know.
My only child is a rock golem.
Goddamn. Okay, good. Thank you.
Look, I have had my stern talking to. All right. Sorry. Apologies.
Yeah, lucky I'm a goddamn Ken doll and I don't have anything down there.
And you're also made of fucking wood and steel.
Ironwood, baby, let's go!
Hey, real quick.
All right.
I don't mean to just kind of let you walk out on
like
a
to stay for a little
dour
longer
note,
and enjoy
but
a coffee, though. Go ahead.
I do need
Use
to
the
speak to
place and
Mr.
just
Higgs.
yeah. Higgs,
So,
keys. Lock it up, please.
what are the
Yeah, of
odds
course.
of this kidnapping?
I don't wanna piss
this
off Tony.
Calypso could have been instigated by Mr. McKay. It still sounds odd, but I'm still putting it on my corkboard. Just to
A piece of
break the silence
information.
a bit more.
Calypso herself, in shark form, was given to the Lotus as an aquarium pet by the people who recently kidnapped her. They didn't know she could transform into a child. So, I guess once they found out she was more than just shark, they wanted her back.
Yep.
Okay.
So, if you consider that Malius, you're gonna have to fucking put some red dots and red lines on a big board with pictures to fucking spell it out for me.
I mean, I can still do that. I can still, maybe not.
I
Not
see
under-
the gang type shit that's happening in the market district more something that he's connected to more than anything else.
Yeah,
Like,
I do
right,
too. I do
which,
too.
the market
holy
district
hell,
that he
those have been
owns.
ruthless, right? Fucking hell.
Yes,
News has gone
there's been
wild about
thousands
those
of
guys.
deaths. Constantly
Fucking-
going. There's no stopping it. I couldn't even if I wanted to send people down there to stop it from happening, it would still happen.
I hope, I don't really like to touch most of the Zafira stuff, most of it, so I hope somebody does something about that, because for now, I'm not doing anything unless I'm directed.
So me being
Can't
dumb.
touch
Or
it.
it just keeps getting
Period.
worse
It's
and
in
worse.
his district.
Fair enough.
So me being
Maybe we
dumb
should
and
get
all.
the
whatnot-
Leonards to get them back together so they can knock over a
No,
giant fucking skyscraper again.
no! I don't want to see that thing
No.
destroyed again and thousands of lives are lost again.
I don't want to
that
see
will
those
happen.
fuckers'
I have them
faces
join my
again.
battlefield. I
Okay,
command
I gotta get going.
the
All right.
defense team to the wall.
Real quick, do you have a suggestion on where I should start looking for just finding information about the gang stuff?
The gangs? I'm not one to ask about that. You might want to ask somebody who's more of a citizen of Zafira, but the only thing I can tell you is that there's two gangs that the news likes to talk about.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
Whisperers, and that's the Tigers.
Yeah,
They're the main ones that are going at it. Mostly in the Market District and occasionally some of the outskirts of it somewhere else. The Industrial District is currently being overrun by Scrappers, which are not too much of a gang. They're more of a coalition. It's weird. They're not technically a gang, but I describe them as a gang.
However, I would definitely call them a group of anarchists.
That's a great way to
There's
put it.
something.
That is a good...
Mhm.
Yeah, they're sort of anarchist. Other than that, there's the, hundreds of gangs, much smaller, that pop up around Zafira. So if you want to look into those, be my guest. But ask the locals. That's
Okay.
my
I've been trying.
input.
It's been it's some people. No one wants to talk
Um,
about stuff. No one wants to talk about
Maybe
things.
somebody will come in and
There's
I don't
usually
know.
a gang member or two that come into the Purple Lotus during.
I need to. I've been
Because
trying to. The only time I
Fridays-
saw obvious, I've seen like obvious gang members. They were talking to a police officer. So I was like, I don't know what's going on there.
Some of the gangs are literally
Oh,
they have
yeah,
literally
I remember
purchased
that.
off some of the ZPD.
They were.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
Yeah.
that's
surprised.
weird.
Okay, that explains that. All right, and the last question.
ZPD's on no one side. Whoever's the highest payer is on the side.
Fuck
of
the
it. You need to get
god.
going.
Yes, sorry. And let me not start spouting my chaotic opinions. Bloody hell.
Last question.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Oh, reminder. The Lorax is a Celestial, and you can't change my mind about that.
You're a cunt. What is it, Kirby?
Any truth to Gormunder being Mr. Gormunder being a chairman or a councilman?
Nothing from I've heard of. No, that's
Okay. I've
just
been trying to
probably a
figure out,
rumor
like,
or a
I've been
I've been trying
misnomer.
to confirm that. But I still haven't gotten.
I swear to
I
God, if
work
I
for
start
him, so I doubt
meditating
that
and
he
in my
would,
mind I just think of that,
No,
I'm gonna,
that'd be something he would say. Anyway.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
give you a
please
favor,
listen
but
to
I'm
the
gonna
door.
slap
Sorry
the
about that,
shit out of
bro.
you and hurt my hand.
Here's the door.
Hey, bye, Ash.
Fucking
Cunt.
Take care of yourself.
See you
please.
later, Ash.
Night.
I'm staying here unless you
Oh,
guys
you
are
are?
going to continue to talk about
Oh
something
yeah,
a little
no,
bit more private.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, is it okay if
You guys are fine with me talking, like sitting here? I'm
No,
go
yeah, that's
run
fine,
ahead.
that's fine.
Go run
Yeah.
ahead. Go run
I
ahead.
am going to sit down here because I feel like it. Okay.
All right. I need to keep pacing.
So,
I
this
am.
is-
Chair, so I might as
I'm-
well.
I'm still trying to.
You're in a
forget that.
standing mood.
No, it's just talking to Mr. Higgs yesterday. Just like kind of hit me with a feeling of despair and hopelessness. So I'm just trying to do what I can to.
What? What? You want to give me more specifics about that? That doesn't sound healthy.
It's just the whole talk about like the stuff that this guy can do. How? Oh, right. Just hearing the stuff about Mr. Gormunder was going to be doing an eye for an eye when Sachi doing what he did. Technically, that was Sachi's eye for an eye. So it's like an eye for an eye, an eye for an eye. This is going to keep happening here. Although.
It's so Gormunder was more affiliated with the situation more
Yeah.
than actually fully connected, which is the whole
Yeah.
reason why he's going for II. And Gormunder always likes to get something out of the situation, no matter what happens. He's a corpo who tries to get stuff out of the situation. He wants something,
Mhm.
and he was always denied of so.
Mhm.
So that is why.
Yeah, I mean, look,
He
I
knew the
understand.
bandits because they were the bandits that helped him get together the demon for the Hand of Zaris war.
Yes, and they were paid very handsomely.
Yeah.
In the
Right?
I give him a minute, flex,
Gotcha.
Nah, it's okay.
So,
He was paid. They were getting paid for getting the whole demon or whatever to go into the desert and get paid off for that. That's one of the things they're getting paid off.
mhm.
I heard that of a conversation. However, apart from that, they didn't really have any more interactions. And I know that within the first 3 days, if they didn't get the information, Sachi was going to pull a bullet through Hamsky's head.
Oh.
Sachi he's making me start to feel that he's becoming more and more like someone that he was in the past. And that kind of spooks me a bit, because I've done a lot, and I mean a lot, to try and make that man better.
Sachi's
Better as a person.
Sachi's desperate. Like he's on his like final straws here. If you can consider this final straws,
He's not desperate.
what do you call this then?
He is angry. And when you make someone angry, they'll obviously lash out. But when you give them a focus, like stealing something that is an equivalent of a child to them, then you have focused rage. A father trying to get it back his daughter. Simple as that.
Yeah, I can see that being as simple
Makes
as that,
sense.
but I'm still seeing this as
So how Oishi was acting about how and we were at the tower and what is it, the guardian of the tower, I don't remember what her name is, turned into a visage of Calypso, and Oishi was just lit up. Like, I could see why.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. That would set her off. 100% that would set her off. She's a fucking Oni priestess who has motherly issues. In that way.
she can talk calmly, and yet I still felt intimidated as heck on Sunday. I knew she was not all there, and she was trying her best to talk calmly and stuff like that, but just I feel like she was ready to just like rip my throat out, just because I was literally in front of her. Okay, so that's the thing that I'm just worried about. The part that gave me the feeling of hopelessness, and despair, and etc., was just sort of this whole concern that if Mr. Gormorder does a thing as retaliation, and Sachi would do another thing in retaliation, and in my eyes, since like I said, some information I'm getting is telling me that Gormorder may be a councilman, and I'm just like, okay, these are a bunch of politicians doing things that's getting people I care about hurt. And I'm just concerned that I already said that if something happens to someone that I care about, I'm gonna be like, I'm on the outside, I'm gonna go and help them out and whatnot. I don't want to be caught up in someone else and other people's nonsense with this sort of stuff. I know, like, at some point I can just step away from certain things. I'm not gonna do that, but damn, man, like I don't know what I'm gonna do if I hear
That's part of
it.
the reason why I actually wanted to ask you about. My wife right now is asleep in my shadow. She has to become active every few weeks, but she's bound to me, and usually she goes to my ship if she's awake. She's awake for usually a few days at a time. The last time I died a few weeks ago, and like I said,
were
dying
dead.
is weird for my race.
Oh, okay.
I died, yeah. That's why the red's no longer in my hand. Lost all the hell energy. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I took a few too many bullets. Things got dicey. I came back. My wife, I have never, ever. She's a darkling. She doesn't have tear ducts. She was crying.
Ooh.
I need to get her someplace to be that's safe. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Orlando Saka probably is gonna be the best place for her. And me to go ahead and relax and someplace to be safe at. My ship isn't very safe. Yeah, all sorts of things can happen.
Land Osaka or Jealous City. Those two seem to be the safest cities there is. The only
Jealous City
reason
has
why
the
Jealous wasn't so was because of one individual's head.
Jealous City, you at least have the normalcy there. While on Osaka, you are protected by weirdness. Like, if someone wants, someone wants to do something,
girls.
it's not just that. Like, if someone is coming in, like they let's say, for example, they want to pull out someone that's in my guild. They want, like, hey, this guy, he's done some bad stuff to me. I want this person, like, pulled out of this location. I want to pull him out, whatnot. They cannot simply just walk in, talk to me, say, hey, I'm gonna ask you some questions about this. No, they have to go through the local police. That's how the rules are. You have to go through local police, and then before that, if the local police, like, thankfully they don't have any kind of, like, what's I'm looking for. You can't bribe them, because they have to put up with the HOA. The homeowners association is like the biggest sort of defense that city has, just because of just how weird they are. You want,
Wacky.
yeah, I don't understand how how Karen does her things, but she just no, rather not Giga Karen. They're not related. They're not related. It's just the homeless association here is called Karen.
If I could see that man sweat, if it was even possible, I think he almost did. Just the mere name of Karen.
No. This person, she talks like any normal
Karen
person.
protects you.
She talks like any other normal person.
Karen protects you.
Okay. I mean, then again, it is still a little bit odd that she can send out like soccer vans at any given notice if you actually do something that makes them do something. They have plenty of soccer moms that are ready and willing to go and do something specific times. And it just,
Out of all the places that you could be protected for the most strangest of ways, Orlando Soccer is definitely one of them. I like to put it the equivalent of, have you ever had a martini shot and a fairy wine and then wild magic golf in the same room every single time you wake up in the morning? That's how I see it. It is wild magic incarnate of an area. However, there's no actual wild magic. It's just the people.
and there's also like it was kind of made public knowledge recently. It's also protected. I don't even know if you happen to know that it's protected by a servant as well. I don't know who he is. He's like he comes up with, he sees the places as his kingdom. I don't know what his name is, but he just kind of sees the places as his kingdom. None of us recognize him as a king.
Secondly, my statement stands because I'm pretty sure any chaos god or any fucking chaos entity would love that fucking place beyond belief.
Yeah,
oh, wait a minute. I knew an entity like that.
Please don't tell the Incinera family about Orlando Soccer. They might just go ahead and stay, kick up shop and never leave.
The place is literally the most chaotic place I've ever been.
Okay, no. You can't get away. You can't get away with that. I've been to Misty Shores. I've been to lately. You can't tell me that it's more chaotic.
Misty Shores isn't as chaotic as that fucking street you live on. If Vaporeon walked up and said, "Oh, it's gonna be turned into goddamn whatever fucking juice they call it."
That was our friend Mr. Glowy person, ninth dimensional being that was having that thing happen.
You mean Beetavox?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
See, I walked down the street yesterday at Orlando Soccer, and there was a synthetic who came up to me and told me that there were shadow demons or something that were attacking people.
What?
And I walked down, and then I saw Link, and then I saw a bunch of other people, and then they asked if I was okay and if I seen any shadow demons, and I said no, and then I left because I didn't see any shadow demons.
This is where I'm glad I didn't. There's only one thing I have in Orlando Soccer, and I think it's like a small warehouse just outside that we can use. That's about it.
Yeah, I had someone.
But even then,
red, tall, whatnot, coming in and asking me like that was
Bishop, Bird Mask.
Yeah, it sound like that.
Yes, that's Bishop. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you guys had a warehouse
we have
down
a
there.
small storage just outside. Yeah, we have a small one out there.
Okay.
And only usually the most strangest of orders we get from that are very strange. Like, for instance, a pencil that could bleed someone dry, in the most literal sense of lead.
Holy shit. Regardless, how much would a house how much would a house be?
And it depends on where, like what areas you're trying to go for. Like, I'm assuming you want more in the quieter areas and stuff like that.
Ideally.
At the current one, because
Not too far walk from the train station would be nice.
Because of the Hanazar's attacks from last year, it killed the value for a lot of the outskirts areas. So to be honest, you could.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah, last year our city was like daily. We were being hounded by the Hanazars. That was like
I had to come in last this effort just to fucking save the park.
Oh,
I'm surprised I
And a
didn't
lot
hear
of the people
about
that
that.
were there.
Well, the thing
To be
is that
honest with you, I was digging up information on the Hand of Zaris like all the fucking day, like all day.
This was the day before the war officially happened. The day before the war officially happened, a couple of days before, there was an outright attack that happened in that area, and someone had some personal vendettas in that area.
yeah.
That's all I know.
Before that attack, we were left alone for so many months. But before then, there was a period where we were being bothered on a daily basis, and they basically the government was trying to do what they can to kind of like. There's this thing that's referred to as "Don't Rock the Boat" protocol, because a lot of people come into Orlando Saka. They have weird lives. They have had bad lives. They have lives they want to forget about. So whenever something comes around threatening their normalcy, whether what their new lives are is considered normal or whatnot.
Normal.
Yeah, no kidding. They get a little upsetting. Like, they don't like when people like outsiders coming in and kind of rock the boat. They're very friendly to outsiders, but the moment they start trying to like make it seem like they're trying to pull them back into their old lives kind of stuff, that's when they start getting upset. That's when they start staying their ground. If someone comes in like, hey, I'm gonna raise an entire place, they're gonna be stepping out going like, no, you're not. So
That's where I want. That's where I want Rand.
There's some properties open. I know there is. The only problem is the price gets higher and higher the more advanced you want the place to be. So, for instance, anything dimensional plane or yada 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 just fucking blows up the goddamn pricing in both rent and taxing and everything else you want. So having any portals linked to that place also puts taxing on it and puts more money on it. Anything involving having a goddamn phylactery even puts a price tag on it too, extra.
Jesus. Okay,
Oh, but
no,
that's-
I don't need none of that. I think the only thing I would want in a place like that is a panic button. Seals up all the windows, seals up the doors, locks
you
everything.
said you got like you have a preference for like rural farm type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could. There's like I said, there's plenty of places, plenty of great prices you can get for on the outskirts and whatnot. You just have to deal with the whatever wild creatures that like to kind of wander around.
You mean
so-
the giant shadow fucking
'em.
beast that tried to kill me?
What?
No. That one, you went out into the forest. You were a little too far in the forest. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's not normal for
Don't
things
go
to
in
be.
the forest.
I went into the forest looking for Bishop, and then I thought I heard something, and I ran away. It was really scary, I think.
You want to know what I saw in there? It was like
What?
it was like a fucking, it was like a demigorgon, but like worse.
What?
It was so much worse than an actual demigorgon.
Oh, okay, no, that could have
was
been someone's
like-
pet.
Arms
been someone's
spread
pet.
out, fucking
Was it green?
arms scaling around, full black,
Oh.
teeth, everything spiking out, screaming, fucking running at me at maximum velocity. It was only just.
No, I think that was
was
someone's pet. That was someone's pet.
How is that?
Yeah,
Why is that
someone's
someone's
pet.
pet trying to
Oh.
eat me and Cord?
Are you sure they're trying to eat you?
It was trying to eat us. It was drooling. It was hungry. And its
Alright.
intention was to kill. I know when things their intention is to kill.
All right. Well, I'll go with that. I'll go
That's
with
why
that.
I
I'll go
ran.
with that. I'll go
The
with
thing
that.
was gonna make me into a goddamn chew toy.
So basically, you go too far in the forest, there might be some wild things. Usually they don't normally come out like that, but there's also the Hand of Zaris was kind of riling up a lot of the wildlife at that time. Actually, no.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's
No,
fine.
no,
I'll
that
just
was
turn into
someone
a bear
else.
and start
They
scratching
riled
some
up
trees, mark
fucking
my territory,
everything.
etc.
They riled up everything. Now everything's hostile
No,
out
they
there.
did.
They're outside of the fucking city. That's why everything's willing to
Hanazars
protect
did a
everyone.
lot more than just
Fuck.
your city's outskirts. There was so much shit that happened right after Zaris. It was painful. It was all of it. Not to mention one of my old fucking, one of my old party members way back when from my old universe came back. He actually brought back Hand of Azara's unit back to life. Remember when I told you about that?
Yeah.
Gargoyles and the Winged Paladins.
Yeah, I heard
Fucking
about that.
terrifying seeing that shit again on the battlefield.
Why? Why would you?
I thought that I had enough of fucking gargoyles at the end of Zaris, but then when I saw the sky fucking darken as gargoyles swarmed again, trying to attack the Misty Shore.
Why?
I can probably just do a quick little look around and see if I can get suggestions, like stuff that's not actually like out in the forest and whatnot. There's a group called the Neighborhood Watch who tends to basically keep things down in check. Like they actually they manage to kind of funnel out, like if there's any kind of like threat that's happening, they tend to funnel in specific locations, like maybe to like a park. Parks are usually kind of like known areas for like fights to break out in. So, but that's a sort of to keep things safe.
Yeah.
So,
Flow me some numbers, some locations. When she wakes up next, I'll go ahead and I'll take her around and take a look at the locations.
Gotcha.
I'm sure she would love to be able to do that. And I want her to feel safe, especially with all this shit. If something does happen to me and she forgets me, I want her to be able to be somewhere she could live happily.
Yeah. Sure thing.
So yeah. Regardless, I need to get back. I can already feel her stirring. She's she reacts to negative emotion a lot, and when
we may have
angry
spread
or
our lips too much
upset,
right now.
Yeah. Well, good seeing you again, Mr. Fable, and Kirby. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'll see you folk later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
And I'll see you later.
See you later. You should probably get out of here with the keys.
Oh shoot, yeah. Let's get going then.
Come on.
And then card down.
And scene.
Hands.
Oh. He's got the keys. We gotta get out of here.
So, Ferdy actually said who the that servant's name was. It was Carl.
I know.
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Yeah. I would assume you would know.
Yep. I know exactly who you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
and I was like, God fucking damn, why are you guys gonna mention that motherfucker again?
Look, Fruity was she discovered why people like playing big muscly, people and whatnot. She understood that after using that guy, and so she was more
Playing that, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, I want to check out some of this fucking world.
Down here, over here,